because these are public defined actually under the right here under as public. That's why the actually interface tends to integrate them. So what I'm going to do really right here is I'm going to comment out this because I do not really need this here, but I'm gonna come back at this point here, and what I can do is really either declare this as public or private, or just skip it the way it is but without integration actually under uh, the interface. Okay, so just keep that in mind, and then later on when we do the integration right here, we don't get to instantiate the obviously the interface but the concrete classes themselves. I mean, so that's how it works anyway. Okay, so we can keep this as a public right here so that we make this available all over the application, but we do not type card games, type card games, iGames for, here we go, let me see what's going on here. Casino cards, and obviously this is actually card games. So we do not have this implementation, okay? So this is correct at this point, all right? So I will just do this, okay? And then we're just all fine, okay? Now, for this, for the guy, for the, oops, for the card games, I will not do the field collection uh, implementation, right? And this is when we have unshared concrete Flyweight, for example. So basically, this one is not implemented, and we'll just keep it this way, just the way it is. And then, so this one will keep this the way it is, but then we're going to actually implement the gameplay so that we see that the free game is card game is also implemented. Okay, so this is the free. Oops, this is free game play integration, okay, for card games, okay. And what we say right here is console write line. I'll keep it simple so that interpolation, let's use it. Let's type in something right here. Currently playing game name, all right. And then version, and then version, okay, because we're passing that parameter, and this one is free version, okay. Now if we go back to casino cards right here, okay, the gameplay integration will be a little bit different, we said, right? Okay, and for right now I'm just going to integrate the console. All right, console, what is that? Console, and then it's a printing console. All right, so what's happening here? Oops. Bill collection, casino cards. Well, that should be. Oh, okay. All right. So, okay. No need to do this as well because I'm going to treat this actually as private variables, but then I've declared them public right here. That's why, hence, I did this. But this is going to change, I believe. Yes, so let's keep it just the way it is at this point. And then let's go back to console, and why console is not probably it's missing using system. Yes, there we go. So, oops, console right line, and let's just do the integration again, some interpolation. Oops, the dollar sign. Then let's say currently playing game name. Oops. And version, right? Version, this one. But now notice that this is going to be paid version, okay? And then there will be another actually property which I'm going to pass in right here, which is really not integrated yet. Okay, so card games integration is pretty much done. Fill collection, all right. I need this public, but I do not need them here. Okay, let's just keep it this way and we'll move on. And then actually this is all done, but now I need to move on to the heart of the application, which is the Flyweight factory. All right, so basically based on this, now I would say this is our games factory. Okay, now, keep in mind, you could have lots of games, all right? I've introduced, for example, you could have casino cards, but they could be many. There could be many of them. All of these properties right here, they change. They could change actually based on the type of the game, okay? Everything could change. This is just so what I'm showing you at this point is just an example of a possible architecture plan or possible how you can do this actually. All right, within if you're asked, for example, to build the backend system for such application. Okay, now for our purpose, what I'm going to do right here, this is going to involve some complexity right here. I will start with a private read-only dictionary. This is where I'm going to string to actually keep the games for playing. This is where I'm going to pass in the uh, interface, and then I will say game processed. Okay, meaning then whatever is actually being offered to the table for playing, okay, and whatever is getting played at this point, right? And then I would say I would need to now create an object of the iGames for okay. Then I will call it games, and then let's just create a method which is going to check for which game is played. So we said this is our factory, okay, and then for that purpose I'm going to pass in the iGames for playing. Okay, and then I will say pay to a game. Okay, pay to play a game, right? And I will say that which game? Okay, game name, right? Let's keep it like that, and then a short if cycle right here. Okay, which is going to say games processed dash if it contains the key, which key? The game name, okay, which is going to be passed, and we're going to pass that from the client, okay, right here. This is not integrated yet. uh, then then do what? Then return games processed, and then game name, okay, game name, right? So this is integrated. Now what we're going to do at this point is I will use switch, okay, and then we'll say game name, go, and then we'll say in case, oops, we're playing casino game 1, do something. Do what? Well, games equals to a new casino cards. You see how the integration now takes place, right? And then I will say after that break, okay? Break. All right, but before that, I'd like to use a thread slip, right? That's under using system threading, okay? Slip. Then I will pass in, for example, 2000 milliseconds. Then I will say case. If it is cards game one. Now I believe that at this point you're getting my point and how actually Flyweight it benefits you, right? And then I will just create an instance of the cards game, casino cards actually concrete class. So what did we say at the beginning? That the flyweight design pattern uh, reuses